Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Give me a check, Mr. Sanchez.
A check one, a check one, a check two, a check two, a check three, a check three.
Is Muggs
a check four?
Unbelievable, or is this believable now at this point? Tell the people what's happening right now.
Well, Muggs sent us a WhatsApp around 30 minutes before we were recording. And says, I'm running behind because I'm at the stupid car dealership, but I'll be there. I took that as, okay, maybe like 2-3 minutes behind, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Shit, maybe even 10.
It's 4:10 now.
It's like, okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, but I mean,
okay, so we're at 10.
You hit him up, 5 minutes ago saying, how late are we talking, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, are we just... Because we got shit to do. Like, we got schedule, man.
Well,
we got to keep it.
We have content we want to deliver the janksters, and
that's right, bitches.
It's like you listen. We have busy lives, Dave has his stuff going on, and listen, I have a lot of things going on. Obviously,
you more than I, but but yes, like, hey, man, we're here, we're ready to go. A simple 15 minutes or, hey, I won't be there till an hour later or anything. Communication, man. God. Like, anything will do. And here we are just...
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Waiting.
Like, do you think he thought, the guys will just wait for whenever I get there? Do you think he has that kind of attitude going, putting out there? Or I don't know, man.
You know what?
I'm actually at a loss for words right now.
I think, now knowing Muggs, I think he's like, well, they'll start and I'll just jump in when I get there. Because that's what I think but I'll be there. So, don't worry, guys, even though you may start on time or whatever, I'll be there.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm going to show up this time.
Oh, God.
So,
got it.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
but here we are.
Yeah.
And I think, we're okay. So let's move on. And when he shows up, he'll show up. And then we could ask him the questions we have for him. And then, he'll be...
Call him a jackass. And he'll be Muggs again. So I wanted to start with, I had my first basketball game experience ever. I'm in my 40s.
NBA basketball.
NBA, I mean... Yeah, I guess
I've
been to a high school
not
basketball.
me or Zoe. Me or Zoe playing, the hoops, and you're yelling at them. No. Shoot the fucking ball! Pass it to my girls!
Yeah.
No, not like that yet?
Not like that yet, yeah, no.
Okay, so, NBA.
Yeah,
yes,
first NBA game. And fortunately, like it is with this crazy job that I have, the perks that come along with the gig I have are pretty insane, and they're pretty spectacular. So this NBA game, I got to witness via suite. So not only did we get to enter...
In a suite at Staples Center.
In a suite at Staples Center, yeah. The Odyssey suite. They have one on reserve, or I'm not sure how it works. Do they just get to use it?
They have it for a season, yes.
So do they get to use it just for Laker game, Dave, or whatever the Staples has an event?
No. It's pretty much when you get a suite... like a company does, like Odyssey, it'll be for the Lakers, Clippers, concerts, whatever.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that this thing is being used by people at Odyssey? Like, I know a lot of people at Odyssey. I've never heard stories of this suite being used.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, wow. Back in the day when it was called what was the company called?
Intercom?
Intercom.
Yeah.
The Intercom or the CBS radio suite, I frequented quite a bit. And, there's times where there's a concert and they'll be like, here's the tickets to your concert. The only thing that you don't get is special events.
Okay.
That's a no-no, like, the Grammys or something like that, because they rent out the whole building, and that's not applicable.
Right. So they can't use it for those kind of events. So
exactly.
So I mean, it was cool because we didn't, I didn't have to go in through the regular people entrance. I got to go in through the VIP entrance. The one on the side.
Now, did you go through the Southwest VIP entrance, did you go through the?
It was
the
front?
Okay, yeah,
one. Yeah, it was the Southwest one.
Did you get parking? Did they splurge on the parking and give you parking?
Listen, I'm not that high up on the totem pole, so Klein, Allie, and a couple of salespeople, and the program director character, they got all the parking. Like me and June and all the really the underlings, we still had to pay for parking. So, but you know what? You know me, Dave. I don't really complain about that stuff because I think I'm lucky enough getting to witness, a game, my first game, Laker game, in a suite, right? So I get there, and you go in through the little gate. You don't wait at all. It's crazy. So you go almost
cool,
right in, and you go up to the little area where there's the suite, and then you go into the suite, and it's like a mini kind of theater. You have this little lobby area, and then you have about 2 rows of seats that overlook.
Wow, you're describing it all fancy. It's literally just a room with a couple of seats.
Well, no, it's more than just a room. I think it was a pretty decent sized room, and it had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, almost about 20 seats, Dave.
There's 24 seats.
Oh, is it 24 seats? Okay, well, thank you.
Yes,
Well, I mean, you know what? When I describe something, Dave, I want to be accurate in the description, okay? So...
Okay. All right, Lightning, let's go.
So I get there, and I'm just like checking it out, and they have this, they have pizza, they have barbecue chicken sliders, this fancy salad.
They
available.
fed you guys?
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers!
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
now they're shelling out the cash, dude, because that ain't cheap.
Oh really?
6-pack of fucking beer is like $50, dude. It's not cheap, dude.
They had some hard seltzers for us. They had some Stellas, some Bud Light, some Estrella. And and then some Cokes and Diet Cokes, water, and they also
cocaine.
No, I wish just Coca-Cola, regular Coca-Cola.
Oh,
and
okay.
the most mind-blowing thing of all, Dave, is that they had a dessert cart. Did you ever get the dessert cart?
Omar, the dessert cart is the reason why you get the fucking suite, man. The Staples Center dessert cart is no joke,
dude.
Did you guys do shots out of the chocolate Kahlua cups? Like they have chocolate shot glasses.
You know what?
And then you get Kahlua, you do the shot, then you eat the chocolate.
Maybe it's because it's
God
COVID
damn it,
times. They didn't have it.
What?
Yeah, maybe they didn't have it.
You demand it. You send the cart back. You say, "No, motherfuckers, go back and give me my shots."
Well, next time I might have to do that. But the dessert cart was insane. I got a cheesecake, and I got this chocolate chip cookie dough amazing thing. It was just magic in my mouth. It was unbelievable. Like all the rest of the food, the pizza was okay, the chicken sliders were pretty good, and then they had
fuck the food, man. Fuck the food. It's all about the dessert cart.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again, it's my first NBA game. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to kind of, enjoy it. And I'm sitting there and, I'm talking to the people. I do a little bit of mingling, because that's what you have to do. The big boss is there, so you kind of have to talk to him. And, the music director's there. I saw Megan, Nicole, Muggos was there.
Aww.
And so,
I miss some of them.
You know what was crazy, Dave, is that
what's that?
Nicole I was talking to Nicole a little bit, and she kind of put it into perspective for me. She's all, isn't it crazy that everybody that is K-Rock is in this room right now? And Cody was there too, the digital guy. And I was looking around. I was like, whoa, you are not kidding, my friend. They've cut so much that literally all of K-Rock was there, and it was only a few people, Dave. It's insane.
Yeah, but since there was so many seats, they allowed you guys to bring guests, right? Like you were able to bring Kazi and your wife and
nope, there was plenty of room. Plenty of room, Dave. Plenty of room. And no, they did not. No plus ones. They did not. They did not do that.
Oh, come on. Did you know they even have extra tickets where you could like buy a $5 ticket or whatever, like the cheapest ticket, and then you walk that person down and they have extra tickets so you could fit in the suite.
What?
That's what you get per suite, man.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
So
So
do a little mingling and we talk, and it was great seeing everybody and talking to everybody and catching up and not really talking about work. And it was my first time actually getting to hang out with Klein and Allie outside of work, because of COVID. We really haven't had that experience. And let me tell you, they are awesome
You
people.
hate them now.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, oh, now you actually like know them. You're like, oh.
No, man. They are, for a lack of a better word, they are lovely people. They are lovely people. And you know me. I don't say they're lovely people, but these people are lovely people. Usually what I would say is like, yeah, they're pretty cool. But no, they're lovely people. They're really pleasant to be around. Klein is just Mr. Positive, and he lost $500 on the night. And I've never heard him.
What?
Like, yo, dude, this guy, you know how some people like fake being whatever it is on the radio, and you're like, okay, that's like a put on, or you think that maybe as a listener. This guy is such a degenerate gambler, dude. It was crazy. And you saw the game at the tail end of the game. You know how they were coming back a little. Like, I thought Klein was going to have a heart attack because he needed them to win.
Yeah. Now, Omar, this was let's be clear because you didn't mention who the teams were playing. This was the Lakers. This was the loss. This is a big ticket. Lakers on a Friday night. Yeah. They dimmed the lights at Staples Center, so the court shines like a theater. Like, did you notice that?
No.
They wear their special Hollywood. They wear their special Hollywood jerseys that are usually in black.
Really?
So
I had no idea.
Friday nights. Dude, Friday nights are a big deal, you know? Like Justin Bieber was courtside.
I know, I saw
Floyd
him.
Mayweather.
And Muggles was so angry at Muggles was so angry at Justin Bieber because he looked like a snowboarder. He looked like he was gonna go to the snow.
He was wearing a parka and a fucking beanie, and his wife Haley was like in a tank top. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Did you see Adele? Did they show Adele on screen in her her Louis Vuitton?
No.
She's
she was there, man.
She's banging Rich Paul, who's LeBron's agent and best friend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She was there, you know.
Yeah. So.
No, you didn't see them. Did you guys make it on the screen? Like, did they put you on the screen? Like, welcome K-Rock. No,
they didn't do that for us, unfortunately.
Oh,
we're not that big time enough. But so you know, we catch up, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it a point to watch the game and try to get a feel of the game, and you know, let's be honest, LeBron James, legend, right? I mean, at least I could say, dude, I saw that guy play live, at least once in my life.
In person,
right?
yes.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I mean, sort of in person, right?
Yeah. Well, here's my problem with the suite, Dave. You are so high up and far from any of the action. Dude, I could say, you know what? I saw the top of LeBron James's head, like, really clearly, like, but
I could see his bald spot.
Yeah,
yes.
you know what I mean. But like, why do people pay so much money to watch out of a suite where you could barely see? Yeah, I was watching it on TV most of the time, or watching the jumbotron.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is typical me, right? Listen, I've been going to Clipper games for a long time, right? And then back in the day, everyone was like, no one wants to go see the Clippers, so I got a lot of tickets to the suite.
Yeah.
My friend who ran the tickets was like, here's the next week's tickets if you want to go. No one wants them. Because normally, these tickets are for sales, to take clients, to be like, hey, look at us. We're Odyssey. We're going to schmooze your way. Right. You should buy airtime. Right. You should buy airtime, right? So that's what they're normally for. But no one cared about the Clippers, right? So I would get the tickets all the time, and it would be like me and a couple of friends because no one wanted them, and I would enjoy it because I'm not paying for these tickets, and I'm going to Clipper games. Then as the Clippers got better, guess what? Those tickets dried up. And then, the Clippers, then I became better friends with a new person who have the tickets, and I got the cool tickets. Nice. But then I got to a certain point where I was like, you know what? I'm actually friends with the Clippers now, and I'm getting better tickets. So, you guys could go ahead and keep your tickets. So I was like, because you're right. It was so high. I was like, I actually want to see the game. So
yeah, dude. So
they would offer me tickets. I'd be like, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. So it was so far removed that I couldn't really get into it, Dave. I just couldn't.
Oh, no.
Because I was like, because I've always heard from people that go to the games, just like, oh, man, you got to kind of like see how fast these guys are in real life. In real life.
Yes.
But from up there, Dave, I couldn't tell squat, dude. I was just like, I can't say. I mean, they're big guys, but I couldn't tell that they were faster than the average human. I mean, I know they are, but I couldn't tell jack.
Yes, and you being sports smart, I'm sure from above, because what I like being from above is you see the movement. So it looks like a play, like you could see the plays that they're running around. Now, I'm sure you as sports smart appreciated that, though. Like, you saw the ball movement and the players without the ball moving and stuff like that? Or were you just like, make it in the basket, fucker?
No, I did appreciate all that because I was trying to be sports smart at that point because I really did want to soak it all in, and kind of remember it. And I was trying to kind of like, make mental notes. Okay, this, and this. But at the end of it, I was just like, oh, man, that kind of sucked. And by the way, for the first 3/4 of the game, the Lakers were playing terribly. Like, I don't even know why they were there. They were just like, they're like being bothered to play basketball. I felt like, what the heck is going on, man?
Yeah, you happened to go to the game against the Phoenix Suns, and it was Game 3, and they pretty much got blown the fuck out. They were down 32 at a point,
dude.
And before the Suns are like, whatever, dude, just take your shots, whatever.
It's terrible.
But it ended up being a good game in the end, and you know, you got an experience. You got an experience that not very many people are lucky enough to get. So I think you lucked out and had fun, and it was your first time. And I just like, would you go back to? Would you physically give money to go buy your to get seats and go watch the game? Because it's basketball.
Let me ask you this, Dave, because I was trying to ask people how much are Laker tickets for a decent ticket, not nosebleeds, but for a decent ticket? Because somebody was saying they were NFL prices.
So it depends on the day. Like there's obviously there's levels. There's courtside, 100, 200, the suite levels, which are, by the way, there's suite level A, B, and C, and I could guess which level you guys were in
for sure.
And then there's the 300s, right?
Okay.
The 300s are moderately priced. Now I haven't looked at a ticket before they're actually available, because that's when, other than that, they're usually sold out. But tickets in the 300 levels could start anywhere from like $50 to $30. Okay. So they're
those are reasonable prices.
They're reasonable prices. Yeah. Yes, that's where that's usually fill up first. But then when you get down to the 200s, if it's a marquee game, they could get up there. I'm saying like starting at like $300 to like $150.
Okay. 150s,
and then when
see that.
Yeah, per ticket. And what the 100 levels, that's where you're getting, because those are usually the season tickets.
Okay.
And anything else is like, you know, is pretty good. But I remember once when LeBron James was in the Heat, I was lucky enough to get tickets to the Clippers versus the Heat, and it was center court. And by the way, Clipper tickets are way cheaper than Lakers. So just take this to you asked the question, how expensive are they? The tickets to see LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh versus the Clippers was $578 for a 100 level ticket.
Wow.
Higher 100.
That's crazy.
$578. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just so appreciative. Like, thank you,
that's
because
awesome,
this was like over $1,000 that I was able to get. And,
you see, I wouldn't go
crazy, and that's for a Clippers. That's Clippers, you know.
See, I wouldn't go to those kind of like marquee games that you were talking about, but I would definitely go back for the experience, for the sole purpose of probably taking my father-in-law, because I don't think he's been to a Laker game ever or in a very long time. Like, we're talking decades.
Is he a Laker fan, or is he just a basketball fan?
He is a UCLA basketball and Laker fan. So he likes
okay,
those
so
two.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
well, I mean, if we had the guy who went on, who buys tickets off these ticket sites here, he could tell you that sometimes, like, if it's a shitty game, especially like on the weekdays, I'm sure like the day of, you get tickets for like $40.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I
like,
might do that.
Because that, like, I miss the guys out front who are like, yo, I got tickets. And you're like, how much? I don't want to do that. I miss the scalpers because the sites take it all away.
Yeah.
So, because, dude, now, have you, when's the last time you bought a ticket off a site, dude? Like,
off a site?
You just I want, or an app, you know, I want these tickets. And you're like, okay, then you purchase them. And then you go, ding, ding, there's your ticket on your phone.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
It's so fast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know which one's the best one anymore. I've only used StubHub, but Muggs uses all these other ones.
The guy is going to be here in about 5 minutes is what he said. But let me tell you a quick story about Muggos since he's not here. So he's enjoying
5 minutes. I'm timing it.
Yeah. So he's enjoying himself, you know, like we are all. He's having wine.
The game?
Yeah, at the game. You know, he's having wine.
Okay.
He's having beer and everything. So there is a lot of shredded chicken and Hawaiian rolls left over to make yourself some buffalo chicken sliders. And what this guy decides to do, and I want to get your thoughts on this move. So there was a lot of food that was just going to stay there, and they were probably going to throw out. So what this dude decides to do is get they had pizza there, so he got one of those empty pizza boxes, and he gets all the chicken, and he puts the chicken inside the pizza box along with the Hawaiian rolls, and he takes it to go. Yeah, what do you think of that move? He was eating buffalo sliders for like days, Dave.
Listen, I ain't gonna fault the man. You know, he's hungry.
I guess.
The kid likes to eat. You know, he's not raking in the dough, so it's just gonna get tossed. I appreciate it more on the waist level because you know me, I'm earth conscious now, so
right.
you know, in the waist level of like, fuck it, if you could take it, man. You know, it's gonna be tossed. You know, I think it was a slick move, move.
Nice.
So good on you, Muggs, and it saved you a couple of bucks. I'm sure it was just as tasty the next day, especially those fucking Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah, they're super good. They're super good, man. Yeah. So how you been, man?
All right. Well. Yeah, good, man. But yeah, before Muggs, I just want to get in my story before Muggs gets here. You know, I have pets, right? And I love my pets. I love my dog Rhonda, who's the sweetest angel in the world. She's so cute.
Yeah.
Her groomer just posted a video of her getting groomed, and it's the cutest thing in the world.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Jess Rona. If you want to go check it out, because you know I'm a proud dog dad. I just get so excited when
You just called yourself
she
a
posts
dog dad. Shut up. All right.
Yeah, okay, I will. I apologize for that. And then I have the other stupid fucking animal that I own is Roger, my cat.
Your cat, yeah.
Who's a Persian cat. He's very fucking cute, man. Fluffy, fluffy until we cut him for the summer. We give him the lion cut, so he just had the big poofy head and the boots, and then he looked really fucking adorable.
And let me ask you real quick, Dave. Have you always been a cat person? Because I seem to think that this is kind of like new in your life, right? Or have you always been?
I've always loved cats. I've always loved them. Yeah, remember, I'm the CatCon guy. I would bring the CatCon girl to Kevin and Bean.
That's right.
I wore the little Bub shirts. I just
right.
didn't own one because I didn't want two pets. But then Krista brought home this pet, and I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. But like I said, he's very adorable, and I love him to death. But he's a fucking dumbass. He burned himself twice on candles, and literally lit on fire. I had to punch the fucking cat to put him out. He licks now. He used to lick power sockets. He doesn't do that anymore quite as much. And like anything that was plugged in, he would love to pull it out. Now his deal is he loves to lick the candle wax. That's we have candles all over the house, and he likes to jump up, lick the wax like a fucking idiot. Cause dude, I love picking up your shit when you're eating too much wax. And this motherfucker, is so dumb that he will piss in a litter box and then shit right outside right after the litter box. Like I was like, you motherfucker.
He's doing it on purpose.
So
Listen, all cats are dicks, dude. He's doing this on purpose just to be a dick.
Yes. So he did something the other day, and I couldn't believe it. And I just thought, wow, this is just fucking spiteful, right? So we went out for a long day. I don't even know what the fuck. And we come home, and this motherfucker's crying. So then he sleeps with me, he sleeps with me, which he normally doesn't do. And I was like, Roger, it's so cute. I wake up and I see his little face fucking smushed upside down, and he's purring. And have you ever had a cat?
No. I hate cats.
Okay, so this means that he's like enjoying himself. He's happy. He's purring. He's asleep. So I get out of bed and I come back to make the bed, and the motherfucker pukes on a piece of the bed. So I'm like, fuck. And it was a hairball, so it wasn't like, okay, this shit happens, whatever. So I spot clean it, throw it in the wash, and then, I'm about to put it in the dryer, and I notice there's something in the dryer, and it's just this fucking stream, and I'm like, okay, that's not normal. That can't be. It just can't be. So I move the dryer a little bit, and it fucking drips all down. This motherfucker jumps into the dryer, takes a fucking piss in my dryer, and then bounces out.
Oh my god.
He fucking did this all in the same day just because I left him for fucking a couple of hours the day before. This motherfucker hates me, right?
That is hilarious, dude.
I had to get fucking high with Clorox and clean this shit, motherfucking stupid ass fucking cat. Waste my fucking Saturday just cleaning and cleaning and cleaning.
Oh my god, that is unbelievable, dude. Yeah, your cat
He fucking hates me.
It's a big F you. It's a big F you to you, man. It's so funny.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, if he was a Buck Cherry song, it'd be when she fucking hates me. It would be him. He fucking hates me.
Man, that's crazy. Oh, man.
But then he's damn cute, so I forgave him. So yeah.
What'd I miss?
Yeah.
funny.
Oh,
Hey,
look who it is. Oh, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Hello.
It sounds like you're way in the background, though. Let's see. Try to get up on the mic.
Hello?
No,
Hello?
it's like you're speaking through.
Oh, yeah.
You're speaking through the
God Damn it.
laptop,
I
not
hate-
the mic. You hate technology.
Now he can't hear you at
I
all.
hate broadcasting equipment. What I've been using for most of my career. Let's see.
What I've been using for this whole fucking time.
Nope. Nope.
Tick-tock,
Nope. Nope.
tick-tock,
Nope.
tick-tock, tick-tock.
So that's.
I'm just gonna show you my Clipper jersey.
That's a funny story about
Right
your
now.
cat. That's hilarious.
Yeah, fuck
were
my
you, Were you
cat.
out in the sun, dude? You look all red.
I scrubbed my face during the shower today with some fucking Japanese scrub, so I'm a little red.
Japanese scrub. Interesting.
Korean scrub. Sorry,
Oh,
it's a Korean scrub.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? What made you do that? Do you have like buildup or something, or is this?
Oh, it's
supposed
just
How
it's
about
just a
now?
routine.
to- okay. Go ahead.
How
Mike.
about now?
Oh,
How about now?
That sounds like you're on mic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just a. Oh, if you like a skincare,
Yeah.
routine. It's just something
What
I do
happened?
every couple of days. So
Nice.
What
and
happened
today
to
just
our
happened
guest?
to be on it.
Were they pissed that I wasn't here?
Oh, tap on the
What?
mic really quick, Muggs. Okay, there
Test.
you go. Okay, yeah, you're good. Muggs,
what happened-
have you looked at the schedule at all or read through any of the stories?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No, that does not surprise me because then you would know that our
Yeah.
guest isn't scheduled for this proper episode that we're doing. It's scheduled for the Jackie Town Plus episode number 6. So I want to ask you, Muggs, is this podcast getting in the way of your life, man? Like, are you not having
No.
fun doing this podcast anymore?
No. Just because I wasn't here last week, that was because of the Dodger game. It's not because.
Okay,
it's
well let me ask you this question, Muggs. Do you care about Omar and I or our time or any of that stuff? Like, do you
really.
respect us enough?
No.
No, honestly, I want an honest answer. Like, do you
No, I
at all?
don't.
Like, so you don't care about our time, what we're going through, what we have
Of
to.
course I do,
deal with?
Dave. Of course.
Well,
of course.
okay. So last week you went to the Dodger game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did it because I thought, hey, you know what? I would love to go, but it's just
You wouldn't have
know.
gone. Let's be real. You wouldn't have gone.
Oh, what are you talking about? I turned down tickets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do you
So
say he wouldn't
guess
go? Dave's a pretty big Dodger fan too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't
but
been to a
it
game in 2
involves
years.
Getting in his car and going to the stadium, and it involves like going out, and it just I didn't.
What?
think you
Dave
would.
goes out way more
I'm
than
fucking-
you do. He's in Vegas and
Muggs,
Colorado.
So then let's yell
I'm
at Dave.
poor,
then.
I'm not a
Dave, Do you
hermit.
care about the show, Dave? Do you care about the show and us? You're always going to Vegas all the time.
Yeah, and you know what? I record from
Yeah, he
Vegas.
takes
That's
his-
what I do.
He takes his
I
microphone.
record from Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't record from the Dodger game, guys. There's no
I know.
there's no connection.
All right. So you don't. So you care about us and our time. Okay. How about the Janksters? How about the
Of
Janksters?
course
The
I
people
care
who.
about the Janksters.
Then,
course.
well, I mean, listen, Muggs. Then why only give us like an hour heads up, saying, I'm gonna go to the Dodger game, or like today,
Yeah, that was
or
last
like today. Hey, I'm not gonna be there.
Well,
at the
today's
start of the
totally
show.
different. Today I should have been there at the start of the show, but I went to the fucking car dealership that I got my car because they owed me a car wash and a free tank of gas, and they took an hour.
So
and
you
a
went
half
today?
Yeah, they took an hour and a half longer than they said they would, and I got back
Okay,
in my
okay.
car and I was driving back, and the guy didn't give me my keys back, so I had to go back. I realized
God.
it halfway home
Holy
that the
crap.
guy didn't give me my keys, so I had to turn around and go back. And then and now, like, I would have been here at like 4:05. Like,
But fine,
even
yeah.
though
So
they took an hour and a half,
Right. Okay.
even though they
Yeah.
took an hour and a half, I would have been here at 4:05. But the fact that the guy didn't give me my keys, I'm trying
funny.
here.
So,
I'm trying.
Yes.
but
all right.
but are you, Muggs? I mean, why not schedule
I
it
am.
on Tuesday or Thursday when you don't have an obligation at 4:00? When you know, whenever you go to the dealership, it's a pain in the ass and they take forever. A perfect example, Muggs, is that I have an oil change coming up, right? And I have two of them free from the dealership. That's one of the perks that they gave me. And I, on purpose, am gonna go on November, I think 11th, because my wife has it off and I don't have to pick up my children or whatever, and we're not recording the podcast. And I know I have some extended time and probably knowing that the dealership is going to take longer, than expected, because that's just how it is. Everybody knows that the dealership takes forever. Is that not common knowledge?
A car wash.
And why is Kelly hopping in right now? What the hell's happening here?
It's a
she
car
got her fucking time wrong.
See, let's yell at Kelly now.
Yeah.
We gonna yell at her now?
Tell her to log off. Tell her to log off, Dave, because if I boot her from here, she's not going to be able to come back on.
Yeah.
And we're going to have the same issue we had before.
Yeah. Yep. I'll tell her. Yeah.
Tell her not to
Kelly
hop on
is a patron.
until you hit her back.
Okay.
I like how Muggs just wants to yell at Kelly. Hey, dumbass.
Yeah. Let's just divert the attention away from me, please.
And by the way, I'm sorry, Muggs, if you think I'm yelling at you. I'm trying not to yell at you. And by the way, I don't care.
We're not yelling.
I don't really care, because this is you, right? I mean, it's not.
No.
This is what you're doing. I mean, I'm just trying to understand, what is happening, why you miss shows.
Life.
I mean, what do you mean life? You schedule this thing. That's not life.
This was a last minute thing. This is actually a last minute thing. This was really a last minute thing.
The car wash and the gas?
Yes, because first of all, I had to give the dealership all my old car stuff, like the keys, the manual, and I hadn't done that yet. So they called me today and they said, "Hey man, can you come down and drop all that stuff off, because we're selling your car?" So I said, yeah, I'll be there. And then I told them, "Hey, you guys still owe me a car wash and a free tank of gas from when I bought the car. Can I get that done?" He's like, "Oh yeah, no problem." And I'm like, "Well, I have to be somewhere at 4 if I got there at 2:00. 2:00.
If you got there at 2:00, that's clearly not enough time, dude.
That is pushing it,
How
dude.
long does it take to wash a car and fill up a tank of gas?
Hour 15 minutes. An hour and 15 minutes.
An hour and 15 minutes to wash a car?
Oh, dude.
They do the bare minimum on washing the car.
Well, I don't know where you get your car washed. When I go get my car washed, it's an hour, because they do a really good job.
Yeah, it's not Muggs. It's not.
I didn't get it
detailed.
detailed.
Neither.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
not
set time. There's no set time.
It's not a drive-through car wash.
Muggs,
or
when you go get a car wash, Dave's right. It's not a drive-through car wash. When you go get a car wash, you're dedicating an hour of your time minimum. Wait time and other cars. Yes, that's just a fact. Yeah. All right, like you're planning your life all wrong, dude.
Fact.
It is a fact.
It's not a fact.
Dave.
I'm taking my car to the car wash and been in and out in 15 minutes.
What?
No.
What kind of weird ass car wash are you going to? The drive-through one. It must be the drive-through one.
Yeah, the drive-through one, or the old school ones where you get out, you watch your car go through the thing, and then they wipe it down, and they're done in 15 minutes.
And they're not done in 15 minutes. No. They're not done in 15 minutes.
At the dealership, they have those big things, and they're washing it. They're hand washing it at the dealership. It takes them a long time, and they're doing the vacuuming and the cleaning and stuff like that. Dude, that takes a while. And by the way, they don't get to your car right away. Your car's is an assembly line. It comes in, it has a number. They go through until they get to you, and then
I was
they go out.
told that the guy was going to wash my car immediately, and I told him I have to be out of here no later than 3:30. And I literally text you guys at 3:33. I'm like, this is not good. My car's not back yet.
Again,
and then I got my car.
Muggs, again, so you're going to get out at 3:30. You get home at 4 exactly, and you're still not going to be on time. And by the way, at this point, you still haven't read any of the information for our shows.
But you know how I roll. I read it right before we go on, and then everything is fine.
That's the dedication, ladies and gentlemen, you could expect from Beer Muggs.
All right, listen.
But Muggs, are you proud of that? Is that cool with you?
No, I'm not proud of it, but it's sometimes shit's out of my control.
No, this happens every show. You don't read, you don't do any research.
No, reading's not out of your control.
You just sit down. You could have, by all the time you were waiting there, you could have hopped on your phone and you could have done all the research for the show you needed to. but it just doesn't. That's just. Oh, now his microphone is all honked up. We can't hear him. He got disconnected again. Oh man, that's insane. All right, well, it is what it is. Welcome back, Muggs.
Listen, he's the man. The man is here. Yeah, let's do this.
Or not.
Janky town, hit the ground. We can get the janky poppin', that's a sound. We make your frown, go upside down. It's getting janky, we the greatest pound for pound. What up, Muggs? What up, Dave? What up, O? What up, James? What up, Muggs? What up, Dave? What up, O? What up, James? It's getting janky, it's getting janky, it's getting janky. I love it when we jank around. It's getting janky, it's getting janky, it's getting janky. I love it when we jank around. Janky Town.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
This is Janky Town, episode number 64. Thank you so much for tuning in. Beer Mug either will be here or not, depending if he gets his gear working properly. But either way, we appreciate
No, what
you.
happened?
I don't know. I'm not Muggs.
Come on,
Dave.
Muggs.
The phone number, as always, is 855-JANKY69. Operators are not standing by 24/7. And as always, if you guys have a suggestion, a thought on the show, thoughts on Beer Mug, please email them over at jankytown69@gmail.com. We appreciate every time you email us and you interact with us. We love that so much. And Dave, what are our socials?
You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at JankyTown69 and on Facebook, just JankyTown, and Patreon. We are on Patreon at patreon.com/JankyTown.
Yeah, and
that's
then,
us.
If you're on Patreon, we have some videos cooking that we're gonna do today, and a lot of bonus content, bonus episodes for all the bonus stuff. Is as low as $5.
We always say
and then. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Dave.
we always say that we have videos cooking, but I would like to just point out that it's like a slow roaster. Like we're letting it, stew, and when they're ready, it's gonna be fucking delicious. So be patient. We got stuff coming, right?
I guess. I don't know why you had to say that, but we've done videos, so for the bonus content, it starts at $5. But if you just want to support the podcast and support what we do, and you want to get an ad-free experience, we could hook you up for $3, and then different tiers. If you go to our Patreon page, it all gets broken down there. And one thing that we are doing for everyone is that we're doing our live show. Our episode, Janky Town, episode number 69 is happening. It's happening in the great city of Granada Hills at O'Grady's. And Dave, what was your impression of O'Grady's? We did a walkthrough on Friday night after the Laker game, and what are your thoughts on the place?
I love it. It is such like there's a term called dive bar.
Yeah.
This is maybe just below dive bar, but it's solely Janky Town. It is perfect for Janky Town. This is Mug's spot.
Yeah.
This is where he does Cheers with Beer Mugs, and I could just I saw the magic happen when we walked in, righto? Because after your basketball game, you took a drive out to Granada Hills. I took a drive out to Granada Hills. We went in. You had a beer. We took it over. We looked at it. We spoke with the owner. Had ideas of what we can do, got some information, plenty of parking around. This is going to be so much fun, and it's on December 3rd. That's a Friday. And did you know, that I might be a little distracted that day?
I don't know that. Why would I know that, Dave? Why are you going to be distracted?
It's the fucking first game between the Clippers and the Lakers.
Oh, man. Okay.
God
I'm sure we could
damn
have
it.
it on, dude. We could have it on, maybe.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm going to be distracted.
Oh, that's
You
fine.
should go to the
dude.
game, Dave.
It's fine.
Just
It's
go to
fine.
the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Just go to and show up after. Yeah, that'll be great. Speaking of that, we never set a time, and we're saying 9 p.m. Correct?
Yeah,
9 p.m. is when
we're gonna do
the jankiness will begin.
9 p.m. till question mark, man, because that's what the cool kids do, right? So 9 p.m. to question mark. And for the most part, we're thinking we're going to do from 9 to 10, we're going to do our shenanigans. Lightning will be there. We're trying to get some other special guests locked down, but their meeting comedian, Doto, and some other
All your favorites.
Yeah, some other higher profile profile guest we can't mention right now, but we're working on it. Lightning's definitely going to be there, but we did lock down a band, Greenbrier Lane, who's done a couple of songs for the Kevin and Bean Show. They're going to be there, so they're going to play after whatever we do. We're going to have that. And the other cool thing about O'Grady's is that they don't sell food there, but you can order food and have it delivered there, or you could go get a pizza and bring it there and hang out. They don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, they let you bring in food. So if someone wants to buy us some like Mastro steaks and deliver them to us, we'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll enjoy some steaks together. But no, shit. What is this? Oh, I was gonna ask Beer Mug. We've heard from janksters all across the country that are coming to episode 69, and one such jankster named Fred is coming from Las Vegas, and he asked the question, where should he stay? Like, because he doesn't know the area. So, like, is there a suggestion on what city, or like, is there like hotels around Mugs that people might like be able to get a hotel at, and then like move the after party or just hang out and go pass out there after they're done getting wasted at episode 69? Where's a good spot to stay, Mugs?
The Ramada, right? It's about 3 miles away on Chatsworth. It's a good spot. It's close by.
Nice.
Muggs, and then also Muggs, I forget his name. His name is Rhombus or Stromboli. What's that? Ramson is his name.
Yeah.
Ramson, the bartender, is going to come up with a couple of drink specials for the Janksters. The night.
Oh, that's
Hell
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to have
That's fantastic.
some drink specials and stuff. And Muggs, what?
One of them has to be the beer mug, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Muggs,
There's nothing in it.
If you were going to tell the Janksters what they could expect at an O'Grady's experience, like, a night at O'Grady's, what could just be a little succinct, give them a quick synopsis of what they could expect.
Rowdiness, loudness, fights.
Oh man, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Some people lacking teeth.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
When we went, it was a Friday night. Omar was smart enough to say, hey, let's go on a Friday night, because I was like, we could go anytime, it's open. But no, Omar wanted to see how busy it was. And
Was it
and,
busy?
how would you describe it? Like, how busy would you describe that
It wasn't
on a Friday night
it was
and peak time?
Yeah, it was Friday night. I think we were there around 11 p.m. It wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
There was people kind of there just hanging out. There's people playing darts. There's people playing at the pool table. And, I mean, there was people there, but it wasn't super busy. So when I told Emily, I met Emily, the owner. She was very Emily, right?
Melissa.
That's Melissa. Melissa's her name, yeah. And she was very nice. She hooked me up with a beer. And, she was great. So she was very accommodating. And she basically said to us that you guys could do whatever the F you want.
That's awesome.
Mi casa,
yeah.
Mi casa is your casa. So, she was very nice about everything.
Sweet.
So,
So it's a Jankytown takeover of O'Grady's on episode 69, live taping Friday, December 3rd at 9 p.m. Be there or don't.
and then
beat
if
the
you guys
Lakers
want the
Clipper game.
address, it's 1763 Chatsworth Street. If you guys don't want to just look it up and you guys actually need the address. But yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. And I'm trying to line up some people that probably are going to be like, what? These people are here? So, but don't.
Really? Are you going to get Steve-O?
Brad Pitt. I was thinking Brad Pitt. I don't know why
Oh,
you go
okay.
Steve-O.
I would like it if Steve-O was there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's sober now, so I don't want to drink. Brooke Kreischer. You going to get Brooke Kreischer?
Bert Kreischer will be there.
I just
Yeah,
take off my
absolutely.
shirt and I could pretend I'm Bert Kreischer.
There it is. So I
That's
mean,
true, right, Muggs?
So
Yeah.
yeah. So be there. It'll definitely be fun. All right, Dave. What do you want to talk about? These nuts or what's happening at Disneyland?
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah,
What did you guys do for the 40 minutes while I was not on the show? Was that pre-talk?
Yeah, pre-talk. Just
Yeah.
whatever's on the schedule.
Shoot
You know,
me.
you can read it now.
Shooting the S, man. What do you want from us?
Because like right before my microphone went out, you just played the intro. I was thinking, man, you guys kind of waited. Thanks for waiting, because that was a long time to fill before you hit the intro. That's
Phil,
impressive.
You guys think
No,
we're
it was
filling?
about-
We're just talking.
It was
That's
about
what we
right.
do. Have you been on this show, Mugs? That's what we do.
Wow, you guys-
sometimes
30
we,
minutes?
Sometimes we talk for like 45 minutes or longer before
And then
we
go
actually
into
get
the thing?
into it. Yeah. Have you
Really?
Yes.
You know how the show
listening.
works, right?
It's
I
called,
gotta start
It's called
listening.
Jankytown. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It's everywhere, Mugs. Yeah, you gotta start
Really?
listening and paying attention.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, all right.
That's what we do, man.
Okay.
Well, guys, Disney Twitter was a fucking blaze this week because this guy at Carter Sauce posted a tweet, and his tweet is D is for don't, and the picture is of a couple wearing a couple of T-shirts that say, I gave her the D, like the Disneyland D, and she's wearing a shirt that says, I wanted the D. Now, this guy was all like butthurt, like seeing these shirts, and, and then the rest of Disney Twitter were, saying, hey, guys, we should ban these shirts from the park. Now, guys, that got me thinking, that's like, you guys are parents, right? Muggs, you've been to Disneyland a couple of times with Evie, and have you gone with Mia and Zoe?
Oh, yeah, a couple of times, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you see these shirts, are they going to bother you? Because people were hopping on and, like, fucking railing against these people.
Not even a little bit. Like, are you kidding me? Like, first of all, my daughters would read that and they wouldn't know what it meant, right?
Exactly.
Context. Thank
right.
you.
They
Yes,
wouldn't know what it
Adult
meant.
humor.
And exactly, it's adult humor. And when they are of the age when they know what that means, they would laugh. They would be like, ha, you know what I mean? So, so I don't see the issue here, It just,
I know.
And by the way, in their defense, I mean, I don't care. It's a fine shirt. It's okay funny. But it really, I think if they're Disney fans, it's just a parody. I think they are like, hey, you gave me the Disney and I wanted the Disney. I don't think they were like, trying to wear it to be offensive.
That's exactly what it is. It's just a shirt that says she wanted the Disney.
Right.
I gave her the Disney.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's how I take it,
like
too.
done. Funny. They're adults. They don't have kids. Because now this brings up a bigger, topic of adult Disney. Because that's a thing now, dude. Like adult Disney fans and families, right? Because like I would consider myself an adult Disney fan. I love Disneyland. I love everything Disney, but I'm an adult. I don't have kids. So when I go to Disneyland, I go enjoy it. I go drink beer, get drunk, and be myself at Disneyland.
Dave, let
And
me
now
ask you something.
there's families and stuff.
Can
Yes,
I ask you
yes,
something?
family man, go.
Because I went to Disneyland. This is like pre-COVID, so this was maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Sure.
And the adult Disney. Hey, check. I'm getting
Check.
feedback from somebody. I'm not sure.
That was
who.
me taking out my headphones.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. I was just like, what is happening? So I was just trying to check. Okay, so the way you're describing your adult experience at Disneyland, I get. You drink, you hang out, you do the adult stuff, you hang out with the other
Just
adults. Have you ever seen
Yeah.
because this creeped me out. Oh God. That did scare the crap out of me. I'm sorry, dude. I heard like some weird ass sound.
You all right?
It sounded like a creepy doll. We got new neighbors, and they have like this yap dog, and it's barking right now. It's probably like listening to me talk. Okay, sorry about that.
Well, you said you're all like, this creeped me out, and then you went, I was like, oh shit, what happened?
Yeah, I heard something creepy sound. It was the dog next door. Okay, so tell me what you think about this, okay? There was these adults, and I was taking my daughter to the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, I think it was, or it was one of those rides in
fantastic ride.
what do you call on that? What do you call that? What do you call that area?
Fantasyland.
Fantasyland. And those
Fantasyland.
Fantasyland rides are, for me, in my opinion, just for small kids. Do you go on that ride? What?
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is the best. Peter Pan is one of the best rides at Disneyland. Dude, in Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, you end up in hell.
No, I know.
Come on.
I know.
You
It's a
die
little
and go to
creepy.
hell.
It's creepy. Yeah,
Yes.
no, I get it. My daughter
these
was all freaked
motherfuckers,
out.
listen. Yeah, so that's what like was like freaked you out a little bit?
Well, yeah, it was that
just
they were
that
just
ride.
like full-on adults going on just what I think are rides for kids. Because me, if I were to go to Disneyland with just a bunch of adults, you wouldn't catch me in Fantasyland. I'm gonna go on the bigger, funner rides.
Yeah, it's funny because Fantasyland I do tend to skip unless it's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride because it's on the outer edges right by the teacups.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like you go in, you bounce out, and then you go to the Matterhorn and Space Mountain and all those sites. But dude, these people who are fucking complaining, have they not seen Disney movies? Have they not seen Pixar movies? Dude, there's jokes all the time that are just for adults.
Yeah.
I've been watching Cars a lot lately, and there's a scene where the two fans that flash Lightning McQueen. What does that mean?
Oh my
yes,
God.
they're showing them their tatas. Like, you know what I mean? In The Little Mermaid, doesn't the priest have a boner when he's marrying them? Like, come on.
Yeah,
There's
but that was
all
like
these things.
secret weird Disney. That's not like
No.
the
All
Lightning
right.
McQueen
All right.
joke.
Yeah. How about this, Muggs? How about this? In fucking Inside Out, there's someone looking for bears in San Francisco, and Anger says, "I saw a really hairy guy. He looked like a bear."
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That's adult
It's
humor.
a gay joke.
Yeah.
It's funny adult humor.
Yeah.
And they're there. So for these people to get all fucking pissy over I gave her the D, fuck off. I'm just gonna wear I gave her the dick. Yes, and
I don't
Disneyland.
know.
So
I
there we
still
are.
find- I
Fuck
still
you,
find-
kids.
I still find the Bukkake scene Aladdin pretty offensive.
I like that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes,
Oh.
man. Yeah.
That's the favorite scene. That's my favorite Disney movie. Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
I know.
So-
Listen, I think those people just need to stop. You know what I mean? They're just trying
You
to
know-
find issues
you know who
where
needs to
there's
stop?
nothing.
You know who needs to stop really though at Disney?
Tell
The
me.
people with the fucking Son of Anarchy jackets, the biker gang
The
jackets.
cuts?
They could stop. The cuts.
All right,
yes.
well, how is that
they could
different-
stop.
Dave, how is
They
that
could
different
stop.
than regular Disney merchandise? How is that different?
Because it's dumb. That's why. that's it. They could
So-
stop.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait,
Those
Dave.
100
I mean, aren't those legit Disney gangs? Isn't
Yeah,
that what
they're dumb. Why are you in a Disney gang?
Yeah, Disney
Stop
gangs
it.
are dumb mugs. You can't defend that, dude. If you're in a Disney gang, you need to get another life.
Stop
man.
it.
Yeah,
I
stop.
don't,
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Have you ever been jumped into one? They're pretty fucking tough, man.
I don't know, man. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, right on.
I get
Stop
you,
it,
dude.
people.
All right, so last
Yeah.
episode we talked about me being a possible thief. That I went to the spirit store and I was able to get about $450 worth of stuff for about $177, and I knew that the girl checking me out was not doing it correctly, and I knew when I was going out the door and I came home that I ripped them off. And you did a poll, Dave.
I did. I did a poll of is Omar a thief? And boy, you motherfuckers had a lot to say about that episode in general and this topic. Because you know it was polarizing. Like for me, I thought you were a thief. You know, I thought you did this like you didn't really mean. Yeah, you did. You did. I thought like you just like pulled a fast one on them. Like you're a shyster. Like you
Yeah,
took it and
yeah.
ran. You knew
I wasn't
it. All right?
straight out
So-
jacking them or whatever, but I knew what was
yeah,
happening,
that it
but-
was. You were putting it on them, but you didn't stop it. You didn't say that. Yeah, you're right. You didn't aggressively steal, but you knew it. You're just like, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
All right. So there was a lot of comments, on it, but I'm just going to read you a couple of them. From Nick, he says, Omar, dude, she wanted to get in your pants. She knew she wasn't charging you. So there's that, huh? Yep. Because Omar is pretty.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I didn't
No?
get that. I did not get that vibe. She was just super nice. She was just very nice person.
All right. Melinda says, in this case, O is the thief because he went in intending to spend the money. He even deep down knew his total wasn't right, waiting till you got home to give the final check. Janky.
Huh.
You know? So Melinda thinks you're a thief, all right?
I hate you, Melinda.
Janksta Gabor, he's like, dude, karma's gonna bite you in the ass for stealing those Halloween decorations. That poor employee just lost her job because of you. That's someone's daughter, yo. Nah, I don't think we're going that far.
Yeah, I don't know. At those stores, they don't keep track of all that stuff. I don't think. It's not like they're going to go through the inventory.
Yeah. And then this one, the final comment is from Robin, who says, I'm glad you ripped them off. No returns only. Exchanges there. So Robin was happy. But overall, Omar, the Jankstas by 50% over, let's see. It's about 75% say that you are not a thief.
Oh,
it's
good.
all on the person who rang you up.
Nice.
So the Janksters are with you on this one.
Love it.
And you are not a thief. So now your conscience can be clear.
So I'm
You can
exonerated.
exhale. Yeah. You're exonerated. Enjoy your loot, you shyster.
All right, love it. All right, man, we're going to get into some
News.
some what the F news.
Yeah.
My man Muggs, you are up first. This is a crazy story, and the reason I wanted you to read it is because you are probably the only one that has done any competitive eating here, right, Dave? You've never done any competitive eating, have you?
Nope,
No,
not at all.
Yeah. So Muggs, what kind of competitive eating things have you done? Like I know there was a matzo ball one, right?
Yeah, every one I did I failed miserably at. I did a matzo ball one where the matzo balls were just like so freaking hot that every
That's
bite I
true.
took,
I'll give you
like,
that. I'll give you
scalded
that.
in my mouth, so I couldn't really eat that fast. I did a chicken nugget eating contest in which, before going into it, I thought it was going to be McDonald's chicken nuggets, which I can crush,
Nope.
no problem. They were Tyson, like oven ones, like you get at the supermarket, and they
those-
weren't even baked in the oven. They were made in the microwave, and they were soggy and disgusting as like just disgusting. Let's see, milkshake drinking contest. The milkshake was like extra
The
thick.
straw
I
was
couldn't
too
think
thin,
that.
right? Yeah.
The straw was too thin. The Peeps one, I ate 55 marshmallow Peeps, and I want to say,
Wait a minute, you did that?
5 minutes, yeah.
He
You ate
did. He
55?
did. Yeah, that's.
55,
I don't remember
and then
that.
He crushed
the rec-
that one.
The
Dude.
record,
He crushed
but
that
the
one.
record,
Wait,
no,
wait,
but
wait.
the record was like 100.
How did you feel after that?
Oh, dude, I totally went into a sugar comatose and I collapsed on the floor in the studio.
Oh my God, dude,
Yeah.
that's
And
not
Muggs,
good.
I don't know if you remember this, but Omar, he actually almost broke one. One
Really?
record, Muggs. Do you remember
Yeah.
which
Was
record
it-
that was that he
it
almost
was-
broke?
The Tabasco one, right?
Yep.
Right.
He
So what happened
snorted.
with that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't snort it. I fucking chugged it. And
Oh,
what
yeah, that's what it
happened?
was.
What happened was
He
it
didn't
was
lift.
insane.
He didn't
so,
leave that little lid on, right?
right, I took the little
Yeah. Plastic
it's
thing.
the pour. It's like a pour regulator.
Yeah, yeah.
And it makes it drip, right? So I took that off and I chugged it, and it was like in like 3 seconds down.
Yeah.
Just down, right?
Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
I went into the K-Rock bathroom at the old building and just barfed everywhere because it was just like
Yeah,
you
the
can't-
janksters have seen that. They see
Yeah.
what happens when you,
Wow,
when you
yeah.
take Tabasco. you know.
So had I left that thing on, then it would have been official. But since I took it off, it wasn't. Thinking about
So
what
I
else?
guess
Oh,
that's
the
part of the
chicken sauce.
challenge is like
Hey.
sucking it through that
Yeah.
little plastic piece. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. And was
I don't
really pissed
care.
about
I
that.
gave him mad props for that because that's a
That was
lot
a
of
tough-
Tabasco
No,
sauce to drink
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
fast.
So that's
And I
what-
think he did it twice, right? Like,
I don't know, dude. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, I know you.
And then chicken
you-
soft tacos.
Okay.
Chicken soft tacos at a Cinco de Mayo Kevin and Bean event. One of the promo kids like brought me the chicken tacos, but like they had been sitting there for 2 hours, so they were cold and like it was just like everything
It's always
that could work
something, dude.
against me.
It's always
it really
something.
was.
Yeah,
like,
there was something. I
and
remember.
then-
I remember the matzo ball one because that one was crazy. And by the way,
it was so hot, dude.
It
not
was
only
so,
that,
they were like
but-
the
but-
steam was coming out of the balls.
They bought like 25 of them, and they were huge, man. They were
They're
like
gigantic.
extra large, dude. But man, did I chow down on
So-
them afterwards because there was so many. left over.
So I'm the
know.
one who bought those, and I got them from Cantor's.
Cantor's, right? Yeah.
And I ordered them at like 5 a.m. I had the intern go pick them up. And by the time we
Yeah.
got to it, they were still steaming.
Funny.
So props to Cantor's, man. Your food keeps.
They kept them hot, man.
Yeah.
And you know, the only actual real competition that I could have competed in against Joey Chestnut, I turned down 2 years in a row. I guess it was like scheduling conflicts. It was the gyoza dumpling eating contest, which I feel like I could have competed. I don't know how much
you couldn't have.
I don't.
Nah, just
You're right.
stop
You're probably
lying to
not.
yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so
I probably would've
let's.
eaten.
So that's why I gave you this first story because it
Yeah,
involves
so
eating.
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, what segment are we doing now?
We are doing.
News.
Nice.
Oh, okay,
nice.
cool.
Well, this first story in What the Fuck News, a man who swallowed a mobile phone waited 6 months before approaching doctors.
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds
In a
reasonable.
bizarre, in a bizarre incident, the doctors treating a man in Egypt were shocked to find a mobile phone inside his stomach. The man, who had complained of severe abdominal pain, reportedly swallowed the mobile phone some 6 months ago. The incident came to light after the patient, whose identity has been concealed, rightfully so, approached the Aswan University Hospital with severe stomach pain and an inability to eat. Doctors suggested tests and an X-ray, which revealed a mobile phone in his stomach. The object, if you can imagine, was causing severe inflammation in his stomach and intestines. He was unable to eat as the mobile phone was blocking his intestinal passage.
God.
So they're
Jesus.
being a curious hospital staff, they asked him, "Sir, how did you swallow that?" And he didn't really. How the fuck did it? He says he was embarrassed to tell anybody, and he decided to wait because he thought he would just pass it. He thought he would just shit it out.
Whoa. Hold on. Well, first of all,
Now-
it doesn't say how he swallowed the phone. He wouldn't say.
You know what's hilarious? There's nowhere in the article where it says why or how he swallowed the phone. It just says.
Well, we know how
It just
he
said
swallowed the phone.
it was unclear
but-
to why he swallowed the object and whether
Yeah.
he was suffering from any mental health issues. So who knows if he was
You
a little
think?
loony.
Yeah.
But that
little
guy wanted
loony.
to shit out a phone. Did he think it was gonna break down and come out in pieces, or?
I mean, here's the thing, Dave. It's like depending on the size of the phone. If he had like one of those flip phones, I would think that would kind of pass. Like, don't you think?
It was a Nokia
that thing's
3310.
big.
Yeah.
What if you had the
Nokia-
Nokia brick phone though? Like you know,
Yeah.
like it's in Egypt. Who knows? Like, do they have smartphones in Egypt?
But
I don't know.
after day 3, then that's what I would give it 3 days because that is embarrassing. You know, after day 3, I
Yeah.
would like, okay, now I'm going to the hospital because we don't. But 6
Wait,
months is crazy.
I have another question. Muggs, does it say in the article if he was able to shit like normal, like, or did it not pass, or?
Well, no, it wasn't
like-
passing. He had to have it removed.
I know, but like, was he pooping by himself, or
It
like,
was a 2-hour
did he say
surgery.
like,
It just
No, I'm
doesn't
saying,
say-
like, do you think he'd just like poop and then check and be like, fuck, no phone, damn it,
Well, he
or
must
like
have.
he couldn't poop?
He must have, and
He
you know
had
what
to,
I,
right? He would
what
die.
I think is what happened is like the phone was in there and it was he was allowed to poop, but then for some reason it kind of moved, and then moved in such a way where it was
Yeah.
kind of like finally causing him some issues 6 months down the road, which
I
was
still want to know why.
insane.
I still want to know why.
insane
why he
crazy,
swallowed
insane
it.
crazy. All right, I'm up next on.
News.
And I don't know why people are just crazy, but I have audio for this one, and this one involves a school bus driver. And man, is there any more thankless job than a school bus driver? I mean,
Yeah, nurses, teachers.
no, those people get thanked all the time. You're never like really top of mind thinking about school bus drivers. You always are thanking the nurses
Bookies?
all the times. No, I think school bus
bookies?
driver is up there when it comes down to thankless jobs. Listen to this story.
It was just a normal work day for school bus driver Andrea Anderson until it happened right here
It happened right here, yes.
in the middle of the street.
In the middle of the street, I had my stop signs was out. I had cars waiting. People was outside. They had other students outside. It was horrible.
As she dropped off students at the corner of Franklin Avenue and North Durgeois, some parents were waiting for her.
So they approached the bus. They pushed past other students, knocking them down. If I would have pulled the bus off, then those students would have fell on the ground.
So those are the parents.
Right. On the bus.
Anderson says the parents were upset because of a possible bullying incident on the school bus, one Anderson says she didn't know about. The parents dragged Anderson off the bus and continued to beat and kick her at the bus stop next to the bus full of students.
Okay, so what happened in all that audio
Whoa,
you heard at
wait,
the beginning?
hold on. They beat the bus driver?
Yeah, so what happened is that there was a bullying incident on the bus, and the parents were
Unbelievable.
upset because they thought the bus driver should have done something about it. The bus driver had no clue what was going on, and these three a-hole parents got in the bus,
What the
dragged her out,
fuck?
and beat her, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. And if you watch the video, dude, it is insane, like the extreme beat down. It was crazy. It was like a gang jumping
my
somebody. It was
God.
insane. Like
Unbelievable.
what unbelievable, right? Like
What?
why?
Parents, why? Like,
How
what
old
does
were
that
the
teach
kids?
your kids?
The kids in the video, I mean, it was probably like maybe junior high, something like that, like junior high school kids, man. But that, like seriously,
News.
Jesus Christ,
what the fuck
man,
news indeed.
these people are just insane. What the hell's happening with these people?
All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna change up the fucking that was disturbing. But for my story of what the fuck news, a woman reveals how she took a herbal supplement so she can breastfeed her fiance, who insists it's relaxing and nutritious.
Dave said herbal.
I know. I was just gonna move
Herbal,
on.
sorry. Herbal supplement. Herbal mugs. All right.
Peaches and herb.
Yeah. Lana Michaels, who is from Edinburgh but now lives in Spain with her partner, explained how she missed breastfeeding so much that she looked on the internet and learned how you could restart your milk with the help of a herbal milk supplement. 3 days after taking the supplement, the first drop of milk appeared, with Sean then just grabbing onto her boob and helped get that milk flowing. Dude, she says, I breastfeed my children and I really miss breastfeeding and the feeling of it. She explained, telling The Sun, I don't want to have another baby and my children are way too old to feed now, but I like the idea of breastfeeding with Sean. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, my initial reaction is going to be that this is a kink, and I think it's fine. I don't see any issue with this. I mean, they're not doing it out in public, right, Dave? This is just something they do.
It doesn't say. They're saying, but they insist that it is for nutritional value, and I mean, it does have a lot of protein.
It does.
And she likes. Yeah, you know what? You're right, because if it's a kink that they enjoy and they're doing it in their own home,
who cares? It's a little weird, but I mean, listen, it is healthy. I mean, they're not wrong about that. It's just, I think, a little strange.
Look, she has 34 double D, so there's a lot of milk in there. So I mean, he's doing that. And you know what? Our friend Lux, he used to be a Miss Double December, and she did a whole cookbook with breast milk recipes.
Right.
Remember
That's
that?
right. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so that's out there. You can find it. So that people do use breast milk.
Well,
and
a lot of bodybuilders, man, they buy breast milk, because I guess it has essential things for their muscles to repair.
Well, I mean, the picture of them, he's pretty cut. So it must be working.
There you go.
Oh yeah, there you go. All right, well, there you go, man.
All right.
Does anybody ever taste breast milk?
News.
Sorry, Max. I played that at the same time.
It's okay. Has anybody ever tasted breast milk?
I have. It's good.
Really?
Oh, you've never
Mugs,
tasted
have
it?
you?
It's sweet. It's
Never,
sweet.
no.
It's very sweet. It's very sweet. Yeah. My wife went through this the stage in her life where she was milking herself all the time because of work. So she wanted to, and she had these. It looked like the Madonna bra. So it looked like the Madonna bra with little bottles hanging off of it. And it had a pump.
Oh, yeah.
And it would pump her. It would pump her. I mean, for lack of a better comparison, it was like they were milking a cow. You know what I mean? Like those machines or whatever. And sure enough,
Omar, I believe that's called pumping.
Yeah, it was.
That's
it was
a better term for that.
And then I was just like, can I get a taste of it? And she's like, yeah, sure. It was a little weird, but it was good. It was sweet, man. It was sweet. It was good. It was good. Yeah, for sure.
Now, did you take it straight from the tap like Sean here in this article, or did you drink it from a bottle?
Listen, I'll be real with you guys, okay? The one time I tried it, okay. I took it from one of the bottles, okay, a little spoonful or whatever, and I drank it like that. However,
all right,
while she was lactating, my wife and we would have sexy time, so there was times where I would be yeah. So I have tasted it out of the spigot.
Nice.
Well, I have a different experience with breast milk.
What?
I remember once, I was at a strip club in TJ, and
no,
it wasn't the best strip club, and
man.
this dancer was dancing on the pole, and she might have been leaking, and then squirt.
Oh my god!
It didn't get in my mouth, but I've worn breast milk, so
Wow,
there's
that's
that.
Crazy. All right, all right. We're gonna close out one more story.
News.
And this story is what freaking nightmares are made out of, okay? I'm going to read the headline. The headline reads, Man trapped inside his own body for 12 years reveals horrifying abuse.
Nope.
A man who was in a comatose state but still fully aware has come forward with an absolutely horrifying story about the people who cared for him while he was in the vulnerable state. At the age of 12, Martin came down with an illness that left him in a vegetative state, unable to speak or move on his own. But after several years, he fully regained his consciousness, yet still had his motor skills impaired, and what happened to him was nothing short of sickening. He was unable to communicate that he was aware of the condition and his surroundings, okay? So at this point, the kid was 13, 14, 15, like 15 or 16, okay? When he was able to, he knew exactly what was happening, but he couldn't talk or couldn't move. So his head was there, but he just couldn't communicate, okay? So he says he would dread it whenever my parents were going to take me to the care home because he knew what was about to happen. And he had no way of letting him know the agonies that he was going to suffer.
Jesus Christ.
Those agonies, he said, including pulling his hair until his eyes watered, smashing metal spoon into his teeth while they fed him, and screaming at him when his caretakers were angry. But that's not the worst of it.
Fuck is...
Oh, people are
Dude, this is
just
terrible.
People are just terrible, dude. There's terrible people out there, okay? And this happened in South Africa. I'm not trying to put that region on blast, but I just want to let you know where this is happening, okay? It happened in South Africa, okay? He would be forced to drink scalding tea or fed until he was sick. Then he would be slapped, shouted at, made feel worthless. Then would come the sexual attacks from women who were supposed to be looking after him. One woman would come into the room, straddle him, and simulate sex and touch him inappropriately. Nothing made him feel more powerless. He longed to run away. He was forced to watch. Okay, this is the weird thing too. He was forced to watch reruns of Barney the dinosaur. Those were torture to the man in his state, he said. Making matters worse, Martin was never given justice for what happened to him when his father tried to take action. Because what happened was at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, he was still out of it. But at 25, he finally snapped out of it. At 25 years old, he was able to spill the beans. They tried to take legal action, but the workers that were at the care facility denied everything. And since nothing was caught on film, the allegations never stuck. At the age of 25, he regained full consciousness and the ability to communicate, but that was only after the years of horrific abuse. However, this does have a happy ending. Shortly after he was back to himself, he met his wife Joanne on the internet. The two married in 2009, and now they've bought a home together. And he has a best-selling book. So he's gotten a degree in the IT field. He also has numerous Hollywood film producers trying to buy the rights to his story. So eventually he will make some money. Unfortunately, he had to endure years and years of abuse. But man, is that your worst fear come to life?
See, that's when I go back, when I regain consciousness, and it's vengeance time. I'm fucking everybody up. I'm just doing
Muggs, you always go to that, but like you're right. Yeah, but you can't, because you have to live the rest. Like you already went through that. You don't want to put yourself in a bad situation where you go hurt somebody, then you're thrown in jail, and now you're captive and you can't.
Oh, they ain't catching me. They're not catching me. It's gonna be, it's Dexter style. I'm fucking.
All right.
I'm putting up tarps.
I'm not hating Muggs on this idea, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
all right. But Omar, you are right. That is possibly the worst nightmare of knowing what's going on, and then nothing you could do about it.
Right?
I couldn't imagine not talking and then like someone shoving a spoon down your mouth.
Yeah, man, it was insane. I'm
awful.
sorry that happened, and yeah, man, what the?
And I'm glad he's happy now.
News.
Yeah, I'm glad he got married too. Yeah, absolutely. Now he's gonna be happy. Hopefully, Hollywood producers will, not exploit him, but they'll shed a light on this that is actually a situation that's happening. And he'll make some money on the deal.
And hopefully he talks about like other, like this could be happening in other places. So people, check in on your peoples that are in these homes, set up a camera, do something that you can,
Yeah, for sure.
Cameras. Yeah, so
that's crazy story, man. But
crazy story to end with, man.
Yep. Thanks for listening to Janky Town episode 64. We'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you for visiting Janky Town.